You
Okay.
don't have one.
Fine.
Oh no, you can't cheat now.
Oh, I'm not gonna even use that.
Okay, what's your talking point?
So again,
Here he goes.
this is gonna be great because I'm gonna fire nerd out, and you guys are gonna hate it because you hate it. But our peoples that watch us, at least two, we have like 22 subscribers now, so that's cool.
So 2 out of 20.
2 out of 20 have asked me to talk more about the stuff that we do. So I thought our saying...
Anchor the squid to double clutch the TTR. Somebody asked me what that was.
Okay, what is it? That's my talking point. Marianne, what does...
I know what the TTRS is.
What does anchor the squid to double clutch the TTRS mean?
Okay, let me dumb it down for all of you.
And we're back.
Hello, my name is Marianne. I'll be the only person in this podcast.
Well, God, can I walk over here after hitting the button? Gee.
Did he say the bathroom or the button? Did he hit the bathroom?
I could hit the bathroom. I could hit the button. Which one would you rather me hit right now? I'll do it with this.
By the way, I saw this, somebody posted on the social media that showed a picture of a police officer, and he had a axe small thing, and he was trying to, like one side was an axe. Okay. Anyway, an axe thingy.
An axe
and
small.
He was,
one side was an axe, one side was a maul.
Well, yeah, because
what's the difference?
The one side looked like a pointy axe, and the other side was just, the flat. You could beat stuff with.
Oh, so a flat-headed axe.
Okay. And so there was a picture of that, and then it showed the guy.
Probably had one of these too, if he had a
Calm
flat-headed
down,
axe.
I haven't got to tell you my whole story yet.
Okay, sorry, continue.
And so he was trying to break this door in, and he was hitting the middle of the door, and it was a hollow door. So so it broke through, busted through, and then the guy that they were trying to get to, well, he stuck his hand out and flipped him the bird.
Hey,
and that was kind of funny.
Haley,
but
could you go grab one of the marriages off the engine, please?
And that's your chore for today. We'll be talking about that later. Anyway, and I simply said he should have had a Halligan.
Oh, he probably did.
Because he was going to bust the door. Well, it didn't show it. So isn't that weird? What is a Halligan?
Did he have? I'm still stuck on this axe maul thing.
I just told you what it was.
I'm gonna see if we have one, and then you can tell me if this is the tool that you saw.
I described it to you.
It had an axe on one end and a flat on the other.
Yeah.
But a maul is not a flat on the other.
What's the other side?
A maul is it's like
a big, huge piece of...
Like a sledgehammer? Is that what we're talking about?
Sledgehammer? Wasn't it something?
Jesus Christ. You are so old.
Sledgehammer. Who sings that? Okay.
Anyways, so was it a maul or was it an axe? Because a maul, yes, has a... Was it this?
No. No, that's not it. That was not it.
So this is what we call a marriage or a set of irons.
That's nice. That's not what it was.
Okay, so it was a maul.
Look, it looked like this end. And then on this was big, huge fat, but this wasn't skinny. It went out like that, and then it had a big flat surface.
Okay, so it was a maul. It wasn't a maul axe.
What did I say?
You said a maul axe.
What was a maul?
Was it an axe or was it a maul?
Stop talking to me.
This is an axe. This is a flat-headed axe.
Yeah, but the other side he could have used like an axe.
Right.
So what's
Which
it
is
called?
a maul. Splitting maul. Like what you split wood with.
Okay, well now that we have wasted our time discussing that because you're
so confused. Because I'm thinking a flat-headed axe. Because when we force doors, we use this, which we call a marriage or a set of irons, which is a flat-headed axe, and a halogen.
Hold on, time out. He has been in teacher mode all morning.
Oh yeah, it's been good.
Horrible for Kaylee and I.
That's good. Because our marriages.
Yeah, here he goes. Sorry, everyone.
Well, I had multiple people talk to me about, what was that tool you guys had last week? Why don't you talk more about that stuff? We want to hear about that. Okay, you're going to hear about it. You're going to be sorry that you wanted to hear about it, but you're fine. Settle down. So, this my friends, is a flat-headed axe. Ta-da-da-da! Flat head. Because it has a flat head on one side.
I swear he's gonna hit
Striking
me with that.
We break.
Oh my gosh.
Why are you
You're gonna nail me
I
with
have
that.
control of the head.
I
It's
don't
not.
know.
We do need to sharpen these. It's not even
I was
sharp.
about to say it's not hard.
No, it's not sharp at all. We need to sharpen these.
Okay.
But anyway, flat-headed axe, right? Because we can use it as a cutting tool or a striking tool. Flat. Like
That's
a
not
hammer.
what he was using. That's not what he was using.
Yeah, that's okay. This is what we use. And he was a cop that busted through the center of a hollow door,
And then the guy flipped in the bird.
why didn't he just use this?
That's what I
Set up.
said.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I already
And you just
said
wanna
it.
argue with
I
me
already
today.
Said it. I already said it. And
Okay.
he was just trying to be
So,
Chief Steinweg.
the loggers out there may recognize this because this is the type of axe that loggers pound wedges with. Their handle's usually wood and much shorter because who wants to carry around something this frickin' long in the woods, right? And then we have our Halligan tool. This is what breaks everything. This is one of my favorite tools in the world.
Which is so much better than
Oh, so much better than the other ones. So much better.
What he's talking about is Chief Steinweg has purchased new Halligans, which he is holding one of them in his hands because the ones that we had here before
Sucked.
didn't work as well.
No. So the ones that we had before, the Halligan is broken into 3 different parts. One side has the fork. The other side has a spike and an adze. So on the other Halligans, the adze and the forks were super wide at the base and didn't really taper down to a tip. The problem with that is I can't get that past a door very easily. The other Halligans were a little bit longer. I want to say they were like a 32 or a 36 inch bar. These are only 30s, so we have a little bit less of a mechanical advantage. But I can get the adze and the forks past the door way easier. Also, if you look at this side, it has little markies. Beep, 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 beep. It means the Halligan's tuned. What do you think tuned means?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Oh,
what
it's
it
going to be
is?
great. So if I'm hitting this, if I'm striking it into a door, so I'm trying to put the forks or the adze past the door, as soon as I get to that mark, it changes its tune when I'm striking it.
Oh, that's right.
So cool. So if I'm hitting it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I go to this mark, hold that for me, would ya? Just pinch the tip.
Sounds different.
It's a different sound. Isn't that great?
It's amazing.
So if I'm hitting this, it rings out. I don't know if you guys can hear it. And then if you pinch the tip of it, it makes a different sound. And then if it's pinched up here, it'll change that sound again. And I know where I'm at by the sound the tool is making.
I have a very intelligent question.
Oh,
I'd
sure.
like to ask. Why do they call that the ads?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I don't
Did
know
I just
something.
stump
Yes.
the instructor? We'll
I
figure it
don't-
out.
I
Because
don't
that
know
is the
something.
dumbest name. Doesn't that look
ABZ
like?
ads.
Doesn't that look like the axe part? Doesn't it look like the axe part? Come on, help me out here, people. It looks like the axe part.
It's facing the
ha-
wrong
I
direction.
don't care. It's sharp and everything.
But it's not sharp. Still. Very
Well,
dull.
so is that axe.
Yes, you are.
So,
Got me.
Yep.
Yes, you got the tater.
What are you doing with the pointy thing?
So with the pointy thing, depending on what kind of door it is, I would sharpen this up too. I'd grind that to a point so I could actually drive it into
Dang.
something.
Zombie tools. This is the best zombie
such
tool.
a great zombie tool for your Walking Dead. But anyway, if I'm trying to force a door and it's a wood door with a wood jamb, I can baseball swing this into the door jamb.
Wow.
Because most residential doors are inward swinging from the outside.
Okay.
Right?
Mhm.
So if I'm on the outside of the door and I can't see, since it's inward swinging, I don't have any hinges and the door is set into the jamb.
Mhm.
So I can take the spike, baseball swing it into the jamb, and then I can pry down and pop the door.
The door jam, that's by the
Door jam.
Yeah.
Can't see it on the TVs.
But that's like where the handle is. The door jam.
The jam is what the door is set into.
Oh yeah. So you
Right, the
would
frame-
swing that into the between
Into the frame
door
around the door.
and the frame.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I could push into the door with it.
Okay.
That's what or there's, our tools are not built for one thing. You should be able to find like 20 different uses for this thing.
I just did. I said you could get the zombie with that.
Oh yeah, you could get a zombie with it. We could also use the spike to baseball swing into car fender to get a purchase point for our Jaws of Life tools.
Kaylee,
you could take
give us a thing. Tell us what you're going to use it for. Come on, do it.
Can't even see Kaylee on TV. She's here. I
Don't
promise.
mind her. She's eating her
Her bagel.
bagel.
Her jalapeno cheddar bagel.
Break a door.
I know, but we already said
We
to
already
do that.
said break a door. Find something different.
Find something different. What else What are you gonna use that tool for?
You can break a window with it.
That's
Oh,
yes, you could break the
oh,
window
absolutely,
with it.
yes.
Good. Okay.
You can use the ads to again build space between the car doors, so I can get my spreaders in there to pop the door open. We always try to find multiple uses for all of our tools, like my
If-
axe. I can use that as a striking tool, like I said, or a cutting tool. I can also use it as a door wedge. If I'm forcing a door, I can put either the flathead or the sharp end either in between the gap that I'm making while I'm forcing, or in between the door jamb and the door. There's a little lip on the door jamb that catches the door so it doesn't swing past it. I can actually put the flathead between that and the door, because check this out. This is cool.
Oof.
It's about
Isn't
the
that
same.
metal on metal?
Yeah,
It's
but I'm
supposed
not
to be bad.
I'm not hitting this. I'm just showing you the width of both of
Oh.
them. They're about the same width.
Mhm.
So if I'm able to get my ads into that crease, into that stop,
Mhm.
between the stop and the door, I lift up, I can force
Mm.
that door away from the jam,
Mhm.
and then I can slip that flathead in between to hold my gap. And then I could take this out and reposition it and get the forks around it. For anybody that's breaking a door and learning stuff from me right now, we use our powers around here for good, not evil.
Sometimes.
All the
What'd you
time.
say, Kaylee? What'd you say?
All the time, good, not evil. We do not break and enter. That is against the law.
No.
Most of the time, if we're doing any kind of forcible entry, I like to have law enforcement on scene because they have the little recordies.
Oh. The only time Will does forcible entry around here is when I shut my door and lock it, and he grabs his key
Oh no, that's
and
not.
enters my room anyway.
No.
That's
not.
forcible entry.
That is not forcible entry because I have a key.
That is forcible entry.
That is not being
obviously
forced. I am
did not want
unlocking
to
it.
be bothered. And here comes, I swear, I bet he skips down the hallway when he sees it.
It's so much fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
But that is not forcible entry. Forcible entry is when I have to break something to
I
get
mean,
in.
I
I'm
guess
just unlocking it.
Depends on who you ask. Also, by the way, I know none of you can see this, but I'm looking over there at that blue bowl.
Yes.
What happened to my bowl? I put all the macaroni salad in. That's my bowl from my house.
I
I
don't know.
want to find that and bring it home.
It was in the fridge.
Okay, well, if it's in the fridge,
I was
I need
gonna
to
say, if it's
get
in-
rid of all the stuff in it, and I need to wash it out too. I just haven't looked in the fridge. Okay.
And another cool thing, we call this a marriage because we can marry them together. Because the fork fits right around the blade of the axe, and then the handle
That's
fits in between
amazing.
this. Yeah.
And then you got your Velcro stuff.
We have
Yeah,
a whole
I hate-
big ceremony and everything.
Oh yeah,
Ceremony.
every time. I
Kaylee
hate-
and Will have a ceremony for the marriage
Or-
of the Axe
And-
and the Halligans. That's nice.
Yeah, and these straps are garbage.
Mm-hmm.
BT dubs.
How are they garbage? Why is everything you touch you say it's garbage?
Because they're 40 years old.
No, oh my gosh. Here's the thing.
Wow, I'm almost 40 years old. Does that make me garbage?
Well, I mean, depends on who you ask. Apparently, if you're Kaylee, yes.
Just saying the tools are garbage because they're 40 years old.
Well, the tools are not garbage because
What
we
is
fixed that.
what is so? What's wrong with that Velcro? What you can't use it? It's
Oh
unusable.
no, I can use it. It's just
You want new stuff? That's why? No.
Well, no, I don't want new stuff. That's we
No.
can't afford new
No.
stuff.
Anyways, let's talk about chores. Let's talk about
No.
chores, Kaylee.
Oh,
Let's
Kaylee,
talk about those.
I
What
heard
are-
that you may or may not have chores.
That's weird.
Well,
Um,
okay, technically I have one.
What's your chore? Going to work every day? What is the chore?
Probably cleaning our room,
Did you have
which
to,
probably doesn't get done.
What's your chore?
I
Feed your
made
animal?
a deal with Mom when I got.
Is it a deal or is
no,
it
no,
a
no,
chore?
no. I made a deal with Mom when I got this phone 2 years ago
Oh.
that I would unload and it was unload the dishwasher every day. She loads it, runs it throughout the night, and then I unload it.
Okay. So
And so that's my chore.
that's your chore. But now that's weird because that makes me think that your mom's paying for your phone. Am I right?
Yeah, she pays for everybody's first 2 phones, and then the next one I get, I pay for.
Okay. When did you get this phone?
2 years ago.
Okay, 2 years ago. Okay. So that's your only chore?
Yeah, unless I feel like cleaning, then I clean.
Okay, that's nice.
It's kind of just like a burst of energy. And then I clean.
Will, do you have chores?
I have so many chores. It's not even. Is it chores? It's more of a honey-do list.
Oh, well, hello, everyone's got those.
Does that count as chores? Because if there's dishes in the sink, I do the dishes.
Wow, you do for real?
Oh yeah, if there's dishes
Wow.
in the sink, usually if I cook, Tiffany gets to do the dishes before I do.
Because Tiffany's cleaning them while you're still cooking.
Correct. Yes.
That's awesome.
But if after dinner we clean up after dinner and there's dishes in the sink, I'll go do the dishes. If it's depends on the time of year too, like outside stuff. I don't like to do outside stuff in the rain. I can't. Like last weekend, I spent most of the day raking and getting everything ready for springtime. Hooray, springtime! Because that means gardening starts to happen, right?
I have to tell you all the stuff I got for gardening.
Yeah, but then you look
So
outside
excited.
and it's snowing.
Barely snowed, don't be a baby.
And then like if my wife wants something built, I build it. Like I'm
That's
working
nice.
on my wife wants to do a greenhouse.
You're building a greenhouse?
Kind of ish. It's already built. I think I'm gonna turn our old pig shed
Into a greenhouse?
into a greenhouse
I saw him do that on that show.
on the Homestead Rescue.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was just like that. What is
It's
that?
clear plastic.
Yeah,
It's
just
the
clear
corrugated clear plastic. That's all I'm
Yeah,
gonna do
yeah,
with
yeah.
this thing. And then I may or may not have watched that show too. So
And
I'm
it
just
was a
gonna-
lady that built it, by the way, and she's
Mhm.
really super cool.
yeah, Misty.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Do you think she's pretty? I think she's
Oh, yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But
It's the
anyway,
things I ask.
because the larger opening faces, it's a southern facing wall. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take clear plastic on that side. We already have clear plastic on the sides at the top.
Mhm.
I don't really want to replace all of the metal that I already have on it. I would like to maybe take a couple of the metal sheets off the roof and put some clear on the roof. But because of that open wall on the front, which is a southern exposure, I'll get a lot of sun through there. And then I'm going to do their trick. I'm going to take 55-gallon drums that we got laying around, and I'm going to fill them with water and paint them black, so that I have those heat batteries for the winter.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to do that when it's not raining.
Yeah.
Um,
That's when the sun comes out for a couple days and it feels a little warm, and then you want to be outside, then you
Mhm.
go work on stuff like that.
And then it's starting to get that way some days, so it's yard cleanup time. I mean, all the down limbs and stuff that I didn't want to take care of when it was still snowing out. I don't know. I own a house, so there's chores like every day of my life.
So let's see. Our chores are, I will give Oli this. Oli lately has been unloading the dishwasher, and he's actually loaded stuff into it. So that's amazing. Oli always builds the fires in our house. I can't tell you the last time I built a wood fire in the stove because Oli always builds the fires. I usually take care of dinners. Well, Oli doesn't make dinners for both of us. If I don't make anything, he'll find something to eat. But I do the dinners. I do all the grocery shopping and the bill paying, and obviously stalls have to get cleaned and horses have to get fed every day. Yeah, so I guess those are kind of our chores. If the house is gonna get cleaned, I'm doing it. And
Hang on, you have robots do it for you.
no, I actually don't. My one robot vacuum finally died. I probably just need to buy a new battery pack thing for it, and I haven't. But there's so many. We have 3 big dogs. We
I was
have
gonna
a
say, how-
Labrador and 2 Chesapeake Bay Retrievers, and those little vacuums, they have a
Is it just too much hair for
Yeah.
it?
yeah. So I have to manually vacuum, and I can use that. But if I just leave it up to that, it's too much dog hair, and I'll get home and it's clogged,
Mm-hmm.
and so then it didn't vacuum because it just put itself back on the charger because it was clogged, and it couldn't.
And then
vacuum.
you have to take it off and unclog it so
Yeah.
that it can go do its
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. If I didn't have dogs in the house, which that will never happen because our dogs are our family, then I think it would run perfectly by itself all the time. But
Even-
because those dogs,
Even with the logger mud throughout your house?
yeah, that's a thing. So that and sawdust. There's sawdust. There's always sawdust in the bedroom on the floor. Yeah.
Well, he's got to empty out his pockets when he gets home,
No,
right?
he doesn't. I empty those out when I do the laundry. And I usually actually empty them out. When I'm emptying us, I do it in the garage. Like I open the garage door and do it out there so I can put all this sawdust and stuff in the garbage right there. Otherwise, it'd be all over the floor. Or if you didn't check them, then you are going to wash a lot of sawdust.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's real.
And then your washer would break.
Yeah, and I don't need that to happen. So I think this is.
I was gonna say
Washer's 2 years old.
maybe my mom can
Relate?
let
I'm
us
sure she can.
let us know how many washers that she went through when I was a kid, because I feel like there was quite a few. Because
it's a,
my dad would do the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
He would come home from falling all day. A little bit of childhood nostalgia, and that's why.
You like the smell.
Oh my gosh.
Oli,
was
Oli loves the smell.
The best smell in the world was my dad coming home from the woods
Mhm.
after cutting all
It
day.
smells good.
Unless they're cutting white fir.
Then it didn't smell so
No,
good.
no. For those of you that don't know what white fir smells like,
What's its other name?
can we say it on here?
I don't know.
I'm going to. We always called it piss fir
Yep.
because it smells like cat pee.
Mm-hmm.
That was the worst. But if my dad was, cedar.
Cedars.
If-
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh, if my dad was cutting cedar all day and he walked in the house, you knew.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the
Smells
best smell in the world. And it was, my wife found the Scentsy things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the cedar one.
It was a cedar one.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, can we buy this all the time,
Yeah.
every day? No, she didn't like it.
Well, I don't go up to Oli's landings very often. I don't go up to Oli's jobs very often. But when I do, I don't know if it's just a morning thing or it's just you're not used to it. So when you drive up there and you get out of the vehicle on a landing and they've been cutting all that timber and it's all decked up and everything, it smells so, it really smells so good. Anyway. Yep. And Oli would tell you he never gets tired of that smell. So, anyway.
That sound, that smell, and then the sound of a tree fall.
Oh. The
I
big
love-
thud?
No, well, the crack first.
Oh,
so you hear the crack,
the crack's
crack,
cool. The crack's cool.
and then you hear the wind coming as it's falling, and then the ground shakes.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Good. Okay. Good time.
Anyway,
Now we've talked
Sorry.
all about logging. And-
childhood nostalgia.
Yes. So I had a talking point, and we talked about it. What's yours?
Huh?
You
Okay.
don't have one.
Fine.
Oh no, you can't cheat now.
Oh, I'm not gonna even use that.
Okay, what's your talking point?
So again,
Here he goes.
this is gonna be great because I'm gonna fire nerd out, and you guys are gonna hate it because you hate it. But our peoples that watch us, at least two, we have like 22 subscribers now, so that's cool.
So 2 out of 20.
2 out of 20 have asked me to talk more about the stuff that we do. So I thought our saying.
Anchor the squid to double clutch the TTR. Somebody asked me what that was.
Okay, what is it? That's my talking point. Marianne, what does
I know what the TTRS is.
what does anchor the squid to double clutch the TTRS
Okay.
mean?
Okay, let me dumb it down for all of you. Let me dumb it down. Chief Steinweg and Chief Joe Kaczynski totally nerd or geek out on rope systems because they
so
can't
much
help
so-
themselves. It's ridiculous.
So much so that Marianne, Kaylee, and Haley are certain that we just make up words.
Mhm.
But when we're talking, both of us understand the conversation. And Marianne's like, you guys are just making up words, aren't you? No, we're not. Because there is something called a squid.
Has something to do with the harness that goes on their body. Has something to do with a harness thingy that goes on their body when they're gonna repel or and stuff like that. And it's like this squid thing. It's a double clutch, twin tension rope system.
Ooh, you got the twin tension.
Well, I know that part. But
that
the
is
double
TTRS.
clutch, the clutch is like somewhere right here, and it's something that you guys are working.
It could
And
be.
it's a twin tension. So there's at least 2 ropes coming off of here.
Yes.
And you guys are flipping something on that clutch.
So the clutch can be used to repel, like you're talking about. Can be. But to double clutch a TTRS, you would have to have 2
And you're
clutches because
anchoring the
double
squid.
clutch.
And you're anchoring the squid. So anchor is like anchor down. So you're anchoring it to something. So you could be anchoring it around the base of a tree.
Sure.
Yeah, you could
Hey.
see.
Kaylee, what do we anchor to?
What do you anchor to?
What do we call it? There's an acronym. Do you know what an acronym is?
Oh, he loves being teacher Steinweg today.
Do you know what an acronym is? Help me out here. Just tell me if you know what an acronym is or not.
TBD.
Is that just like a
To be determined.
Yes, abbreviate, yes,
thank you.
okay. Do we remember what the acronym is for our anchor, what we anchor to?
No.
He's getting a high off of all of this.
I really am. It's so good. So we call it a BFR.
What's
Oh
that stand for?
yeah, I know.
What's that stand for, Kaylee?
I can't say it.
Yeah, you can. You can substitute the F for something different.
Big freaking rock.
Big frickin' rock.
Mm.
That is our anchor. So we can use a tree, we can use a BFR, we can use something that is an immovable object. That is
Could
our
it be a
anchor.
BFT?
It could be.
Okay, go ahead.
But an immovable object is our anchor.
Or a BFE. Big freaking engine.
Oh, okay.
If we're going to use a vehicle such as an engine to anchor off of, what do we need to do with that engine?
Put it in park and go ham.
No. There's other stuff. Because again, we want to use immovable objects. An engine could be a movable object. What do we have to do to make sure that that thing's not going to move? Jock it, and the keys are nowhere near that engine.
Oh.
So nobody can start it up and drive it away. Right? So we take the keys out, chock the wheels, bing bang boom, ta-da, anchor.
Okay.
So we have to anchor. We found our anchor. We're anchoring the squid.
Which we're anchoring the squid, and squids. Hold on. Squids have lots of arms. Does that have anything to do with anything?
Oh, it does.
So the squid, if you're anchoring the squid to double clutch the TTRS, a squid is some kind of point.
Yeah. You're going down the right path. This is great.
Do ropes go through the squid? I feel like the
Ropes
squid.
do not go through the
Okay.
squid.
I feel like it's a. Is it a metal something?
It is a metal something.
Yeah. So it's a squid's a metal thing that the ropes anchor to.
The ropes do not anchor to it. The squid is being anchored.
You anchor the squid.
Yeah, we're anchoring the squid.
Is a squid rope?
No.
It's a metal object.
It is a metal object.
Okay, I'm lost now.
Okay, so the squid.
But I'm gonna go like this, cause good job for.
No,
trying
that
to
was
figure
very
it out.
good. That was actually very good. So the squid is actually
Oh, the squid goes around the tree?
no.
The anchor goes around.
Anchor goes
Oh,
around the
and
tree.
then
So
the squid
anchor goes
on
around the tree. We carabiner
Yeah,
to the anchor to hook stuff to.
okay.
The squid then hooks to that carabiner. So the squid
Okay.
is a smaller collection plate.
Okay.
A collection plate looks like a bear claw, right? It has one
Mhm.
connection point
Makes
back
sense.
here and then multiple holes up here so we can collect stuff on the collection plate. Also known as an anchor plate, anything like that. The squid is actually built for our TTRS, our twin tension rope system. So having it be two, therefore it only has two collection points. So the squid has two collection points here with one collection point here so we can anchor it, and then we can carabiner the clutches to those two collection points here so that we can double clutch a TTRS.
Okay. And now you know. And he is very happy to have told that to all of you.
Larry Boxman's in the phone.
Oh, Larry Boxman can wait.
Okay, I
Well, I
got.
put him on hold, so.
Oh,
I'll be
perfect.
right. I'll be right back. You two.
Okay.
Have
So
another
now
wonderful.
I believe since I came up with our talking point of the anchor the squid to double clutch the TTRS, and yes, I'm sure y'all think that I'm speaking a different language. Now it's Kaylee's turn. Kaylee gets to come up with a talking point.
Do I get to talk about Yellowstone now?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Talk
Have you
about
watched
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone?
Oh, I've watched all of it.
Okay, cool.
They need to finish the 5th season.
Yeah. And I got really into it on Friday, and I was home
Is
alone.
this? Hang on. Is this the first time you've watched
Yes.
Yellowstone?
I've watched like the
The spinoffs.
the spin-offs. I
Uh-huh.
watched some parts of that. I've watched some parts of Yellowstone, but I've never like fully watched it all the way through. I hate Jamie. Jamie can leave.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Who else? There's a couple other people. Rip and Casey are my favorite,
Mm-hmm.
and I like Beth because she's crazy. But yeah, they I can't. I get so irritated with the show, and I will go and run into Jesse's room, and because her and Jaden have both seen it,
Mhm.
and I'll go run in there and be like, "Why did this happen?" Like everybody was getting,
Watch the show.
yeah.
You just have to watch the show.
But I can't do it. It makes me crazy.
And that's why they need to finish season 5 because they ended it in the middle of season 5, and you need to know what happens to the end of season 5. And now that they quit making Yellowstones, Kevin Costner, if you're watching, Taylor Sheridan, if you're watching, figure it out. Finish that. Also, Taylor, we have to have a talk. If you don't finish 1923, I'm going to come through this iPad. Because you can't just send a guy out on a rowboat and never bring him back. Okay? So we need to finish these. I don't know what your issue is, but we have to. I will show up. I will help. I'll do whatever I have to. We need to finish these shows. You did great. You did great with 1883. There was an ending that everybody was happy with. We understood. Now that we're at 1923, and it's been so long, I can't even remember the guy's name. You sent him off on a boat. Y'all, the stress that I go through watching any of the Yellowstone series is real. Okay, so if you haven't had the chance, Yellowstone is on Peacock. Binge watch all of it if you can. All of the spin-off shows are on Paramount Plus. I just don't know. I don't know. I've heard they're making like a 1940 something. I've heard that they're going to finish off Yellowstone.
Hey, freaking better.
I'm lost. I can't. I just can't.
When I think it was the very last episode of season 3. I think. It was when everybody was like
Getting blown up?
getting blown up.
Yeah.
And I freaked out. It was probably like midnight at this point, so I had to be somewhat quiet and not scream in my room. But I was this close to just at the top of my lungs. What are you doing?
Yeah. Spoiler alert. So if you haven't watched this, pause, fast forward, wait till Marianne comes back, and then you can start watching again. But this is going to be a spoiler alert from Yellowstone. I thought John was gonna die.
Oh, me too.
I
Oh,
thought
me
he was
too.
dead.
I was gonna be pissed if he did though. I was gonna be so mad.
And that's the problem with this. If they don't finish Yellowstone the right way, like everybody's gonna be so mad they're never gonna watch any of the spin-offs ever again. Because John Dutton makes Yellowstone work. And that would be Kevin Costner's character, for those of you keeping up. If they don't finish this right, nobody's ever gonna watch Yellowstone again. And that might be why he just cut. We're done. Can't make any more because there's no way this ends right. So yeah.
But like a way that it could end, I think I'm like 4 episodes into the 5th season. It would end so good though if something were to happen to John and then he would give it to like Rip and Beth or Monica and
Gotta go to Tate.
Casey. Which like, yeah, if it went to Monica and Casey and then they passed away in like later times and then went off to Tate, like that would be great. And then it could be Tate and Carter when they meet. I don't know if they meet. I'm not that far yet. But if they meet, then they can run it together.
Well, and here's how I see it. Because in 1883, just before, spoiler alert, just before they get to Paradise Valley, and the daughter has the arrow wound in her liver, they stop at that Indian camp, and he tells them where to go, and he says, in 7 generations, my people will rise up and take that land back from you. Boom, Tate. Finish it off, Taylor. Figure it out. Tate is one of the peoples. He gets the land. Bing, bang, boom. 7 generations. Ta-da!
He's got both in there.
Yep, he's got the Dutton. He's got the Dutton in him. He's got the Native American. I don't remember which tribe they're with. I'm sorry, but
I don't remember.
Tate is the only logical conclusion to this show. So make it happen, Taylor. Figure it out. For those of you that don't know, Taylor Sheridan is the writer, producer. He's the guy that made Yellowstone and all the other spin-off shows. He also owns part of the 4 Sixes ranch. Guy's made of money. So how he can't figure it out, beyond me.
I think you just need to send him a strongly worded email and
Oh,
be
man.
like, hey,
And, hey buddy,
finish it.
show up here. We'll spend 3 weeks. We'll write something good.
Yeah.
But it has to be something. There's something here.
It has to be where nobody dies, but they all live happiness together on the ranch, but it's in Tate's name now. That's how it has to be.
Okay. It either has to be that no one dies, or everyone dies but Tate, and he inherits the ranch.
Which would suck, because I can't have my 2 favorite people die. I really can't. But
I feel like Rip's. I feel like you can't kill off Rip.
no,
Casey, you could kill off,
no,
but you could
you could, but
You
I
could,
don't
'cause
want that
he's-
to happen.
because he's got some PTSD issues.
He's got a lot.
He's got. I mean, he's pretty level-headed for that kind of guy, but he's kind of a wild cannon when it comes to his family, so I could see him, like, going out to save Tate again and just getting...
That. But I feel like Rip is a wild cannon. Like, he's
just got too much, how do I put it? The old street knowledge from when he was a kid. Spoiler, just keep fast forwarding, guys. If you're at this point, if you have no plans to watch Yellowstone, just keep listening, I guess. But if I'm doing this while you're fast forwarding, keep moving along, because we're still in the Yellowstone phase. But from when he was a kid, I think he has too much. I mean, he killed his dad.
yes. Which it kind of blows my mind how okay he is with all of that. Because he's done it how many times throughout the entire 5 seasons?
Oh, every time.
Every time.
All the time.
And
He
it's
takes
just
all
like,
the people to the train station.
Yeah. I was so mad that they didn't take Walker to the train station. I hate Walker.
They did.
Well, they did. Casey
just-
did.
yeah,
but
he just
he didn't get on
Didn't
the
do
train.
the thing.
Didn't get on the train.
Yeah, didn't get on the train.
Yeah.
Didn't buy a ticket.
Nope.
Nope. He went to another town. That's what happened.
And I'm just,
Yeah, he should have.
I like Lloyd. Lloyd's just an old man.
Yep, Lloyd's good. I really hope they make a spin-off with Jimmy and the vet from 4 Sixes.
Oh, yeah.
They need to make a spin-off there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they are. I think they're making the 4 Sixes series.
Really?
I think so.
No. Yeah, no, because when he had gone, I was really mad because, like, I would want him to stay in the Yellowstone.
Are you
and
guys
he-
still talking Yellowstone?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And
This is what the podcast has come to.
yeah, everybody.
Oh no, we're fat. Everybody that doesn't want all the spoiler alerts is fat. See, if I do this, that means move along. Keep
Yeah.
fast forwarding through all the spoilers.
But when they sent him off to the 4 Sixes, I was really mad because I'm like, he's part of Yellowstone. He has the brand. Like he has to
That's true.
stay
Oh no,
at Yellowstone.
no. I think that was the best thing for him.
It was 100% the best thing for him.
Now,
And
he's,
then-
now he's a real cowboy.
Real cowboy.
The old cowpoke.
When Mia was there and she was in the bunkhouse with, I can never say her name right. The blonde one, the one that Lloyd was on for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Yep.
Her. They were both there, and then Jimmy walks in with his fiance, and I'm like, I love that.
Yeah,
Love
great.
it.
It's
And
a
the-
great show.
And the bar brawl ensues.
Yeah.
So good.
It's a great show. It well, unless well,
I binge watched
anyway, it's a great show.
4
Just like us.
seasons in 3 days.
Oh yeah, it's easy to do. 'Cause
4
the-
seasons in 3 days.
Oh, so easy to do.
However, I'm angry with Tyler Sheridan
Oh, we already talked about this. This is great. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Express.
because he was red hot for what, 2 or 3 years then? He was red hot for like 3 years. Red hot. I mean,
Just killing
just
it.
killing it. Everything coming out was just amazing. And then he just, I understand COVID came along, but I feel like he just dropped the ball on everything. And I'm so disappointed in his, what was his last one?
1923.
1923. It just cut mid-season. We've never got to come back to that, and it was amazing.
So good.
And so
You just can't leave a guy on a boat.
and so I don't know. I think that guy. I don't know that kind. I just don't understand who he upset or why he decided to quit everybody. I don't know. I don't know how all that worked out, but it's
He
unfortunate.
just decided to go work on his ranch. You know, the 4 Sixes.
I guess. Anyway,
Guy's made of money. Why has he got to make more shows?
because
don't know.
usually people that are that good, and he is that. I think he's cocky, and I don't think I would like him in real life. But I think he's that good at his craft.
look at the-
When you're that good, it's not totally. I mean, it's about the money, but it's also it's your outlet to make these kinds of things. So,
But look at the other shows that he made. He made the Lawman Lawrence Bass.
Oh,
That was him.
That was good.
That's a good one.
That was really good.
He made what was it? Like it's like SEAL Team something. Lioness.
Oh, did he make Lioness?
That's
I
him.
didn't watch it. Did you watch that? Is it good? I don't
I
know.
watched part of it. I couldn't get into it.
Mm.
But like
The Lance Bass, or not? I always want to say Lance Bass.
Lance Bass, you know, Instinct.
No, Bass. What's his name?
Lawrence Bass.
Lawrence Bass. That is, if you like westerns, Ole was
Such a good one.
Oh, Ole at first was like, every time I try and show Ole like a new western, something comes out, he's very skeptical. Like one eyebrow raised, like, this can't be any good. And then he got into it, and then it was like, don't watch the next episode without me. And
But
he really liked it.
the thing with Tyler Sheridan is he's a lot like Ole, and it's very to the time period.
Oh, it is.
Of what he's
Everything is
doing.
authentic. Well, I mean, the guns, everything is authentic. So,
Anyway, you can now resume normal, you get what you pay for podcast.
what's new? Okay,
Not
This
talking about
no longer spoiler alerts.
okay, no spoilers. But here's the thing. What did we used to talk about that we can't talk about anymore in the podcast? Football. There's no,
There is no football.
Good.
Actually, football's coming back.
no it's
UFL.
not. It says UFL. I want to see the NFL.
What's wrong with the UFL?
I don't know. I don't really ever get into it.
Why not?
Why would I? Who's your team in the UFL?
I don't know. I've never watched it.
I don't have a team. Anyway, let's see.
You can watch the AFL,
What's that?
arena football.
No, I won't.
Where
watch that.
Kurt Warner came from.
That's nice.
Have you seen that movie?
No. And anyway, so
American Underdog? You've never seen that movie?
Nope,
Such
never
a good. You should watch that. You would love Kurt Warner afterwards.
okay. And so
We should watch it here.
okay. And I was gonna say, for people that want to know, I know there's a lot of you that probably don't care. Yes, I am still using terzepatide, and yes, it is still working. And I've lost a considerable amount of weight in the 2.5 months I've been on it now. So I'm not gonna say how much, but yes, I have, and yep, still working, and I'm still a happy little camper. So there you go.
Since you've inspired some people on here, do you want to talk about certain side effects that you might have had?
Well, since I've been on 60 units now, when you start on it, it depends on the compounding company you go through, how the drug is compounded. So, who I get it through, they do it at 20, 40, and 60 units, or 2.5, I think it's milligram. Mine's 2 milligram, and then it goes to 4 milligram, and then 6 milligram, or 20, 40, 60 units. And so they build you up slowly. So you start out with the lowest dose for a month, then you can go into the middle dose for a month, and then after that, you can go up to, for me, it's a 60 unit dose. You can go with my company, how they compound. I could go up to, I guess that would be 100 units, if I wanted to. At this point, I don't think I have any desire to go up that much. I don't think there's a need for me to go up that much. I think if I did that, I would have zero appetite ever, and I don't think that's a good idea. So I'm on 60 units. 60 units is kind of like the middle ground. Let's like what am I trying to think of the word? Maintenance dose. It's like a maintenance dose. So, but there can be side effects. Some people get constipation. Since on the 60 units, I'm going to be disgusting. There have been a few times I have gotten constipated from it. You just have to make sure you're drinking your water. And a lot of people take magnesium because magnesium will unclog you, let's just say. And anyway, and what I have found the most from 60 units for me personally is that I can feel like before you throw up, like in the back of your jaw, you feel this little watery feeling. I felt that a few times, and you feel like you're gonna throw up. I haven't thrown up except for when I brush my teeth in the morning. If that is the weirdest thing on the face of the planet, but that's just like, I don't know if I just have a super sensitive gag reflex or what, But when I go to brush my tongue, a lot of times, if I don't, I've looked stuff up, and it actually says if people have that, again, it's not just people that are on this medication, but people do have a problem with this. You're supposed to like literally try and make yourself be calmer and more relaxed. And they talk about breathing and all these different things. I've tried it all, and I think it helps sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't for me. And so, yeah, sometimes in the morning, I hurl up water because usually I eat at night and then I fast in the morning. So I don't really have a whole lot in my stomach in the morning. So if I hurl, I just hurl water. It's not as bad as chunks. I'm telling you that. It's not so bad. But those are kind of my side effects. Did I ever talk about anything else? I don't think so. Those are my only real side effects from it. And I will say this, I don't care how hungry you think you are. If you think you're going to eat a big meal, you are wrong. Because I don't know how to explain it. You just think you're so hungry. I thought I was pretty hungry last night. I don't even know why I put extra food on my plate. You can't eat it. You cannot, you physically, you cannot eat it. I think if I ate it all, I'd have to, literally, you'd be force feeding yourself past your hunger level, and I think you'd make yourself physically sick if you ate it.
Well,
There just is no way
I was
to
gonna say,
overeat.
didn't you say there was one time that you may have overate and it just made you super nauseous?
Yeah, if you overeat, for me, if you overeat, like in your body, your stomach will tell you you're done. It's not real hard to figure out. It's just your stomach starts to feel full, and but it comes on faster than you would think. It's like you eat a bite and you're like, oh, my stomach, your stomach, you just think, well, I'm getting kind of full, but I'm going to eat a few more bites. By the next bite, your stomach says, hey, dummy, I'm full, stop eating. And like, if you don't stop, you'll get very uncomfortable. It's like your stomach is it's like when you really overate something. It's like on Super Bowl night when you overeat all the delicious foods that are in front of you for your Super Bowl party, and then you feel like a beached whale afterwards. You will feel like a beached whale. Like, I'm so bloated, I don't feel good. And it's just because your stomach tried to tell you and you didn't listen, and you ate one or two more bites. It's just how the drug, the medication works. You have slower digestion. Things sit in your stomach longer and in your entire digestive tract longer. And for some reason, when you eat a certain amount, when your stomach says you're done, I'm telling you, you're done. And I still, 2.5 months out, I am a sugar fanatic. I do not crave sugar at all. And I'm not saying that's for everybody. That's my own personal thing. I don't crave sugar. The only things I crave are foods that will satiate hunger, like real foods. Like I'm not a chip eater. How often do you guys see me eat chips? I'm not a chip eater. I'm not really a snack eater anymore. I mean, if I get hungry, like yesterday I had pickles in the afternoon.
Pickles.
I had some pickles. I do think that my sugar gets low. And I was just telling these guys, there's been a couple times that I felt like, because I don't eat sugar, and I fast in the mornings, because fasting is easy for me to do, and so sometimes I will feel the effects of having low sugar. I'm starting to learn this about myself. I've never been diabetic, so it was never, even when I was a sweets fanatic, I've never been a diabetic, and so I start getting lightheaded, or I start getting honestly sweaty, like my body. And I started researching this, and this is all things that happen when your sugar can get low. And what I found is I have these pickles from Jersey Pickles. These guys think are disgusting, and I think are amazing.
Wait. Your
And
cucumber salad ones
And they're
are.
they're cucumber salad. They're so crunchy. They're pickle chips, and they're so crunchy. And but there's some sweetness to them.
Disgusting.
And so when I feel that way, I will actually go get a couple of those cucumber chips.
Pupils, yeah. Pupils.
Those cucumber chips, and I'll eat them, and within 30 minutes, my head feels different, and I think it's because my sugar gets too low because I never eat sugar, and that just does enough of it for me. So that brings the sugar up. Okay, that's enough talking about that. I just want to say one more thing about Jersey pickles. Oli said the other night, because he is almost, that pickle, those sweet horseradish pickles,
Yeah.
that jug is almost as big as that, if not that big.
Uh-huh.
Oli has eaten almost the entire thing. He says those are the best pickles he's ever had in his life,
No.
and they are highly addictive. And these two think they're absolutely disgusting.
Okay. If they were
He
dill,
loves them so much.
if they were dill horseradish pickles, oh, so good. No, they're sweet horseradish pickles. Ruins it.
He says the best thing on the sandwich ever.
I could
And
see it.
they're crunchy.
I could see it
Everything-
on
all the
like a
pickles
hot
are
dog.
super
It would
crunchy.
be really good on a hot dog. Because I can do.
And he said, I can't believe that Will doesn't like these. He goes, I had him
The
pay
fire-
wrong.
the firecracker ones. I'm in. Those are
Yeah.
good.
Those are she ate half the jar of the firecracker pickles when they came in. That's the first thing Oli ate was the other half of that jar of firecracker pickle. I mean, seriously, she just was like going to town.
I need some dill. Sweet pickles are not my thing because I don't know what it is. It's like the vinegar and sugar together. Not
But you
cool.
know what I liked
Not
about
cool.
the cucumber
Bread and
salad
butter?
ones?
Disgusting.
Okay, they're not, the cucumber salad pickles are not as sweet as like gherkins by themselves. To pull a gherkin out and eat it is just, to me, is nasty. It's so sweet that I can't handle it. I do put sweet gherkins in my macaroni salad, and I think they're delicioso. But to eat them, they're too sweet. These cucumber salad ones are not that way. There's some sweetness to it. It's not overpowering. And I'm telling you, when I get low sugar and I'm trying to eat something that's not super bad for you, I grab a couple of those and it pulls me right out. And that's all I got. And this is, now that we've talked about all of that,
I'm
this is Will's lunch.
Starving
Or
to death.
Will's snacky
yeah,
is
it's
a
gonna-
monster drink.
Well,
And
you
a
know, I'm
Skippy-
still waiting on
and
the sponsors.
a Skippy
you know.
wafer bar.
Arlo was munched on that.
Oh yeah, she loves these.
0 sugar? Not 0 sugar.
Just close. Hang on, I'll tell you.
Tiffany
For
goes,
real?
did Dad give you chocolate for breakfast? And she looks at it and then takes a fat bite out of it. I was like, that's how you do it.
Tiffany's?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's only 9 grams of sugar.
9 grams of sugar.
Mostly peanut butter and chocolate.
Mm-hmm. He's a peanut butter chocolate freak.
Oh, man.
So are you. You like peanut butter and chocolate.
They do make a mess though. That's one thing I don't like about them.
I used to. I've never been. No, see, because you like the, what do you call those? Reese's peanut butter cups.
Reese's,
three of them.
Reese's
Joe.
Pieces, Reese's peanut butter cups, Reese's peanut butter, Aunt Julie's chocolate, and peanut butter cream puffs.
Mm-hmm. They like
Wink.
peanut butter. They like peanut butter chocolate. I do. I like peanut butter chocolate. Well, I haven't eaten any for a very, like I just said, I don't crave sweets. I liked peanut butter and chocolate, but it wasn't always my go-to. Some
Aunt
people,
Julie-
it's their go-to.
Aunt Julie made the peanut butter chocolate cookies.
Peanut butter chocolate cookies.
It was like a peanut butter cookie with the
yeah.
chocolate on the bottom.
Yep.
Those were good.
Yeah.
Um,
I think they like anything Aunt Julie makes. So.
that was very true. That was very true. I had a topic, and then I got hungry and I forgot it.
Did you know that they aren't selling the half-pound Reese's cups at Target anymore? It's just a Christmas.
Are you sad? Did you go back and look for them?
No, I texted
Were you gonna
Zoe.
buy these
I texted
schmoes
Zoe
more?
to buy me one
Oh no.
so we could have Reese's pancakes. And then
You
she
can
goes,
have. You don't have
they're
to.
only a Christmas thing. And I go, that's stupid. So I
So-
went on Amazon and I tried to find them there. They are on there, but I have to use Mom's Amazon account because she has Prime.
So what did she do?
Get the regular ones and chop them up.
She found some regular ones that Lifelight gave us, because every time we fly a patient with Lifelight, they give us a bag of candy. So
You
she
Get-
found some Reese's.
Get the regular ones. Put them in the freezer and freeze them, and then get them out when you guys are gonna do pancakes. And take the big knife and just chop them up in pieces. But they're still frozen, and put them right in the pancakes just like that. I'm just telling you.
That's basically what we did without the freezer.
Yeah.
Oh, and I did follow
Aunt Julie's new advice of 2/3 cup of a flour.
Aunt Julie, he's got a gallon of. I'm looking at it. Oh, you know, on Facebook, they have a Facebook page for it was the sourdough. What do you call it when you just throw some of it out? You know,
Discard?
yeah, the discard stuff. They had a whole page of recipes for the sourdough discard. You know what it looked like they had made? They made white chocolate macadamia cookies.
Oh, shut up.
With,
Stop
with
it
the-
right now.
Seriously, with the discard. That's what it showed. That was the picture it was showing. You need to go look that up. I thought of you. I didn't want to join the group, but I was like, how do I share this with Will? Because Will, you need to subscribe to that. You need to subscribe to that page because he's the sourdough king.
We're making pizza crust tomorrow for Wednesday.
By the way, we don't have any of the. Who's going shopping?
I'll
You're gonna go grocery
Yeah, I'll
shopping?
go.
Because you got to
I'll
get
just-
all the stuff you need for it.
I'll just run to like Fernandina or something.
Okay.
Or run over to
And figure
Safeway
out,
class.
yeah, because you need to figure out what kind of pizzas you're gonna have.
Yeah, we're
Do you
gonna,
have a vegetarian? Yeah, you need to have a
you're
vegetarian.
gonna have to have, yep.
And then a combination, maybe a meat lovers. What are you gonna put on meat lovers?
Meat.
And but sausage,
We got some
bacon,
What are you gonna put on meat lovers?
meat.
Duh.
pepperoni,
Dead animal.
sausage,
Sausage. Bacon.
salami,
Canadian
No, you gotta
bacon.
do some.
That is true. We have purse bacon in there.
Purse bacon.
Purse bacon.
Do we have purse bacon in there?
Yeah, you cooked a whole bunch of it.
How long has it been in there?
She cooked a whole bunch of it
Well,
before.
it's probably not good anymore.
You gotta be careful because bacon does go rancid.
Oh, is
Oh,
it
it's in the freezer?
Did I put it? I put purse bacon in the freezer.
Who puts purse bacon in the freezer?
Well, we have
No, it's got to be cooked because I made that purse bacon, but I think everybody.
I was
think
gonna
it
say I'm
actually
pretty
got
sure
eaten.
I'm pretty
can't
sure I
remember.
ate all the purse bacon.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in there. What's that?
Big bits.
Bacon bits.
Oh,
That's
cool.
good. By the way,
perfect.
I can't remember. I did get the stuff to make potato soup for you people. What day, are you coming in tomorrow?
Yeah.
You
I'm
are
not
coming
gonna-
in tomorrow?
I'm not gonna be here Thursday. I gotta
Okay.
take Dad to the doctor's.
Okay, so I'll make you guys this potato
Oh,
soup.
so while you're making potato soup, I'll be working on my dough.
Yeah, it won't take me very long to make that potato soup. I'll flip it up, and then you guys can have that for Tuesday and Wednesday, and yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. Because that bacon in there, that bacon that's just that little baggie, I'll throw that. I'll take that whole thing and throw it in your soup.
Okay.
That stuff, that Costco
Mhm.
bacon bits, that's all I use for my soup. You just take some of that, toss as much bacon in there as you want.
All of it.
Yeah, so
We
just
need
stuff-
all the bacon.
All the
Every
bacon and all
And
the
some-
potatoes and no celery.
jalapenos and jalapenos.
Jalapenos. Yes.
Dude,
A lot of it.
you ate that soup the last time I made it.
Mhm.
You didn't even know it had onion, carrot,
There was
and
a celery
celery.
piece that big.
And she picked it out, and I watched her do it.
I don't care. That is, it gives a great
huge.
flavor, and then you put you put garlic and jalapeno in it,
Okay, hang on.
and bacon. Mm.
What does celery taste like?
Tastes like grossness with
Deliciousness.
strings in your mouth.
No, it doesn't, because it's chopped up
What
green.
Does celery taste like?
Tastes like celery.
Tastes
It's
like
delicious.
gross.
Tastes like dirt and water with strings.
He doesn't like onion. I put onion in it.
Not true.
Carrot. I'm gonna put carrot in it.
Don't like carrot. Also tastes like dirt.
You ate the soup. You
Dirt
ate the
is
soup.
dirt.
That's good.
Because
All of that base. That's all base flavor.
I was
You
gonna say,
make
hang
all of
on.
that base flavor.
You also killed it. You killed that soup. Killed it. It was delicious because of the bacon. You could slather bacon on anything, and I'd probably
And it
eat
had
it.
bacon and
Mhm.
jalapeno in it.
Boom.
The,
That's all
and
you
the
really need.
jalapeno was
Bacon,
that little kick.
Jalapeno and ches.
Garlic,
Oh yeah, I got
potatoes.
Garlic.
Oh yeah, I got
Potatoes.
You put cheese and
See,
also
to me,
it has
potatoes
cream in it.
potatoes don't
It's
taste
not a
like
low
anything
fat
either.
soup.
Well, no. Raw potatoes taste good.
What?
Have you never eaten a raw potato?
I don't want to.
But
We used to do it all the
that
time.
tells me that you had a bad childhood.
Yeah.
If you're eating a potato like an apple, we
Okay,
have
I just
issues.
want to know. I think with this sitting here, because he's so proud of his sourdough, I think it needs an eyeball, a nose, and a face. Because that's how big this thing is. And he said it. He brought it over. Look at his little hat.
Well,
And
it's
he
growing.
said it right over
It's
here.
breathing right now.
He set it over here so you guys could watch it, grow and breathe.
Yes.
And he's very
It's a
excited.
living
Let's do this.
organism.
Can you see it? Anyway, who in their right mind has that much sourdough starter in their fridge?
Have you seen these weirdos that do all the sourdough stuff?
That's why I mean you need to get on that Facebook page with
They have
sourdough.
5-gallon jugs of sourdough starter.
Well, you better start cooking because there's a lot there.
I'm how many? Hello? Who dat?
Jesse.
Oh, hey girl. Anywho,
You cannot talk to her
Okay.
on the podcast.
no, we haven't heard from Grandma.
We haven't heard from Grandma.
Is Jade not out there yet?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You just walked into Grandma's house.
And
Do you want me to go drive over there really fast?
yeah,
I want you to.
that's
drive
great,
over there.
guys. Drove over.
Yeah. Let's talk about that on the podcast. Hang on, we're gonna go because Mary Lou may or may not be alive.
That is not true. Do not even say that, you guys. That is terrible.
She's had 2 strokes, okay?
This is what. Okay. Bye.
Glad you guys got to see us today.
Don't worry, we'll fix it.